Hey, welcome back to my channel. I have a quick update to share with you guys. I know that this has been a topic of conversation for, well, over a week since it came out, and I want to put it to rest and share factual information so that there's not any more speculation, arguments, rumors, any of that over this picture, okay? And I am referring to this picture of this boy that was seen at the Nature Center in North Carolina. It's officially not Sebastian Rogers in the picture. Now, this is per law enforcement that it is not him. It seemed too good to be true, and I was so hoping that I was wrong when I said that I didn't believe the picture. I still feel like it's photoshopped or something, but I'm going to read to you what was shared by law enforcement. I do want to say I'm so sorry for Seth. My heart is pounding right now. It's going 50 million miles an hour because I was really hoping that they were going to say that it was him. And hearing that it's not, it's upsetting. And I know that Seth was wanting this to be Sebastian so bad. He wanted this to be his son, and this would be proof that his son was alive. And now I feel like I can't imagine what Seth is going through right now. So please pray for all the parents, because they all just found out that this is not their son in this picture. Now, Mr. Chris already knew that this was not Sebastian in this picture by his comment that he left here on Facebook. You can see this. Not Sebastian. But Seth drove to North Carolina because he thought it was his son. He was hoping that it was that much that he drove to North Carolina himself. Now, this means you got to keep looking, okay? We have to keep our eyes peeled. I'm in Indiana, and anytime I leave my house, my eyes are peeled. I am looking for this 15-year-old child. I'm not that far away, and I don't know if he might be up here, if he is still walking this earth. Keep your eyes peeled, please. And if you find any credible information, you think you might have seen Sebastian, whatever, call 1-800-TBI-FIND, F-I-N-D, with any information. Your information could be the missing piece of the puzzle that the law enforcement is needing. They could have this whole puzzle put together and have that one little sliver of information that they don't have, and you may know that information. So it's so important that you contact law enforcement if you know anything. So Nick Beres, NC5, made a post 2 hours ago, and it says, "Photograph not Sebastian Rogers. I now have official confirmation the photograph taken of a teen at a visitor center in North Carolina last Saturday is not of Sebastian Rogers. The 15-year-old autistic boy disappeared from his Hendersonville, Tennessee home more than 2 months ago. The boy in the photograph very much resembled Sebastian, but it was not him. Here is a statement just sent to me by Sumner County, Tennessee Chief Deputy Eric Craddock." I think I said that right. I hope. Okay, so here it is. Quote from law enforcement: "We would like to provide an important update regarding the recent photograph circulated in connection with the search for Sebastian Rogers. After coordinated efforts with law enforcement agencies in North Carolina, we have determined that the child depicted in the photograph is not Sebastian Rogers. We understand the gravity of the situation and the concerns it has raised. Our collaborative efforts with law enforcement continued unabated as we remain committed to find Sebastian. We appreciate your cooperation and support in disseminating this update to the public." This is the first official statement issued by authorities on the photo, which has generated so much attention. Apparently, just a look-alike. So how did they reach this conclusion? Authorities using security video from the visitor center were able to track the boy in the photo and his family. So they're saying that this was real, that the photograph was real. I don't understand how, because of all of the things that I pointed out in my post. It looks like the boy was pasted into that into that image. There's an outline around his body, but law enforcement said so. I'm gonna believe them, okay? So they tracked the boy in the photo and his family down. They made contact and determined that it was not Sebastian. Nick says, "I certainly understand why the citizens snapped the photo and authorities took it seriously. They investigate all potential leads. Hopefully more tips will continue to be called in to 1-800-TBI-FIND. With that in mind, authorities say if you see something or take a photo or have new information on the case, please call it in immediately. Please don't call a YouTube channel. Please call law enforcement and give it to them, please. The longer you wait, the more difficult it is to track down the lead, okay? Please share this information, put this rumor to rest, stop the speculation. Hopefully this will cut down on some arguments, because I know that some people got a little temperamental about this photograph. People felt so strongly that this was Sebastian that I had some pretty rude comments on my channel, on my post, where I was showing what I've noticed in the pictures, or in the picture, different spots of the picture. And so I understand, you know, we're all very passionate about this case. Nobody wants to see a child be hurt or just vanish. And children don't just vanish. They don't. They can disappear in a split second, yes, but they do not just vanish. Somebody knows something. This whole human is somewhere on this earth right now. Where? Where is he? Let's all pull together and do the best job that we can of sharing Sebastian's information, Sebastian's flyer, his face, the phone number to contact with any information. Let's do that as a team. We all have the same goal in mind. No matter what we agree or disagree on, we all have the same goal. Sebastian Rogers needs to be found, like immediately. So please continue to share his flyer and any of the other flyers, Monkey's flyer, Michael Vaughn, Summer's flyer, Summer Wells, any child, any adult. If you see a flyer, share it. If you have the flyer, share it. Elijah View is still missing. Thank goodness. His monsters, I believe that they are in jail right now, but he's still missing. I'm going to end this now. This is a very hard thing for me to share right now. I'm sure you can hear it in my breath. Like I feel like I'm about to have a panic attack or something. Like I'm trying to process this information, and it's still, it just sucks. It sucks because my compassion for all three parents, for Katie and Seth mainly, they both thought that this was their child, according to what Katie had said in a reply. She said that she wasn't for sure, and law enforcement was checking into it. Mr. Chris said it's definitely not Sebastian, and Seth believed it was Sebastian, so much so that he hopped in his vehicle and drove straight to North Carolina to find out for himself. So I'm praying for all of them, and I hope you will too. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video, share the link in the Facebook groups. I don't do social media a whole lot, so please share it and let this be known. This picture is not Sebastian, and when you share that it's not, you need to share the source so that people know where to look. People like to read it or hear it for themselves. So refer them back to my video or to Nick's post on Facebook, and let's squash this and let's figure out what path we need to take. Where do we need to focus on now? Now that we know that this photograph is not Sebastian, it's kind of like back at square one, right? I'm praying that law enforcement is not back at square one, and I'm sure that they're not. I bet they're not. I have good faith that they're not. Thank you so much for watching. May you have the kind of day that karma feels you've earned. Thank you so much, and until next time, I love you bunches.